welcome in. So we're gonna do another one of these today. I'm gonna sit on this bench and we're gonna talk. So here we go. So we're gonna introduce another challenge. So it's time for the fall challenge, and I gave this a lot of thought, and I always have a twist. This one does have a twist. I do want to say a few things before we get started talking about it. So first of all, there is going to be an option where you can build for both fall and Halloween, and we'll go over the rules. This time you can choose your own villagers. I mean, if you have favorite villagers and you want to use them, that's totally cool. There's nothing too restrictive about this one. A few of my mods and I got together and we talked about it, and it's kind of like a create your own theme kind of thing. So this should be a really fun, less restrictive challenge. So let's go over it. Let's make this a little bit bigger, and we'll get started here. Let's make this one a little bit bigger so we can read it together, and then we'll resize them, but we'll make it a little bit bigger. Falloween challenge rules. Okay, the challenge starts today, Friday, August 1st, and it ends on November 30th. We have 3 months to finish your island. As always, with any challenge I do, there's no flattening or restarting required unless you want to start a whole new island. You must submit a dream address to me no later than the end of November in my Discord. If you're not a member of the Discord, we will link a link to the Discord in this video, and then I'll have something else on the community tab. We'll link it there. It should take you right to these challenge rules, and then below that is usually a submission place, and it'll say dream address submissions for the Falloween challenge, and that's where you'll put it. You can choose fall or Halloween, or choose to do the mixed up option. You may time travel, use Nook Moss tickets, and unlimited bells. Amiibos are allowed for your villagers. Now, this is something that I want to go over, so let me get to the end of this and then we will. You may collect the recipes that are required for all options on Treasure Islands. You may use Treasure Islands for the items you use to decorate your island also. So you can use Treasure Islands for your items that you get to decorate your island. You can also get your recipes from there, like, because there's a stipulation in a lot of these where you have to collect all the fall recipes or all the spooky recipes. Just know that if you wish to, you can get them from Treasure Islands. The recipes, you can go get the recipes, collect them, and learn them, and get them from the Treasure Islands. You do not have to farm them or do it vanilla unless you absolutely just want to do it that way. And if you do, that's fine. You can use the amiibos for the villagers. I do not mind at all. It's only a 3-month challenge. I'm trying to be, flexible because I know that things take time, right? So you can use amiibos for your villagers, or you can do it vanilla and hunt them. That is totally up to you. However you want to do it is your choice. Please note, if you do the mix it up option, you will be collecting some of the fall and some of the spooky. That's just kind of to split it up and make it fair. And we'll go over that in a moment when we get to that part. Your house should be fully decorated for the theme you choose, but does not need to be fully upgraded. Villagers' homes do not have to be decorated inside unless you choose to. Villagers' yards for the fall option should include 1 community potluck food item and a crafted fall recipe. So when I say crafted fall recipe, I just mean one of them. Unless you want to do more, you only have to do 1 crafted fall recipe for the yard. Villagers' yards for the Halloween theme should include a trick-or-treat area and a crafted spooky item. There again, just 1 crafted spooky item. Like, you collect the recipes, you're going to craft one of those recipes for your villagers' yards, and it only has to be 1 unless you choose to do more, and then that's up to you. Your yard should represent the theme you choose. So whatever theme you choose, your yard should just have a little bit of that theme mixed into it. It's your choice for your yard. Choose your option. You can choose to do fall or Halloween on its own, but you must include at least 4 builds from the build list of the option that you choose. So I want to be clear about this because it's kind of hard to explain this and just writing the rules. So if you choose Halloween, you can pick 4 of the builds from the Halloween list. If you choose fall, you can choose 4 of the builds from the fall list, Or you can choose to do it all if you want. Like if there's 6 builds, if you want to really challenge yourself and do all 6, you can. But you must include at least 4 builds from the list that you choose. So 4 from the fall, 4 from the Halloween. If you choose fall or Halloween on its own, then you can choose 4 from the fall or 4 from the Halloween. You can choose to mix it up and do fall and Halloween together, but you must choose 2 builds from each list. So if you choose to do the mix it up option, okay, and you choose to do fall and Halloween together and you choose to build them together, you have to choose 2 from the fall list and 2 from the Halloween list. So that's how that's going to work. So say you decided to mix it up an option and you want to build for fall and Halloween. You'll take the build list, and we're going to go over them here in a minute. You'll choose 2 from the fall, 2 from the Halloween, and you'll do those 4 builds like that. And you can choose up to 4. You can split it up, I guess. I mean, you can split it up any way you want to, as long as you're building 4 builds in total. So, but probably 2 builds from each list would be a good idea. You must write it's sweater weather crew on your community board. So we always write something on our community board, and I struggled with this time, but I think it's sweater weather crew is good. So it's sweater weather crew on your community board. Falloween challenge fall build list. So the builds are this: farmers market, orchard, cider stand, fall festival, hayride, cozy bonfire. Player's home could be a farmhouse or a cozy cottage, and the items are you collect and craft all fall recipes, and villagers must contain a community potluck food item and a crafted fall recipe. So just like we just went over them rules, but I like to put it here too for items that you need to collect. That way everyone is on the same page and knows what you're supposed to collect. So we'll go over this again. For the fall build list, it's farmers market, orchard, cider stand, fall festival, hayride, and a cozy bonfire. That's 6. So you can choose 4 of the 6. If you choose to do fall by itself, you can do all 6. And then if you do the mix it up option, you can choose 2 of these from here and 2 from the Halloween. Halloween build list. So the builds are pumpkin patch, hedge maze, haunted wedding, graveyard, spooky campsite, spooky forest. The player's home would be an abandoned manor or a haunted hotel, and you're going to collect and craft all the spooky recipes, and all villagers' yards should include a trick-or-treat area and a crafted spooky item. So you should have a trick-or-treat area in each villager's yard, like, just like the candy bucket or something like that. And then you're going to craft a spooky item and put it there too. We'll go over it one more time. And this is the same thing. If you choose Halloween on its own, then you should choose 4 of these, or you can do up to all 6 if you want. And if you do the mix it up option, you can choose 2 of these. So pumpkin patch, hedge maze, haunted wedding, graveyard, spooky campsite, spooky forest, abandoned manor or haunted hotel. And then you're gonna, like I said, craft all the spooky items, recipes, and then your villager's yards, like I said, trick or treat or crafted spooky item. This is the mixed up option rules. So can't decide between fall or Halloween? Why not do them both? With this option, you can pick builds from each list and build for both fall and Halloween. So like I said, you can pick 2 from fall, 2 from Halloween, and mix it up and do both. Players' homes can be from either the fall list or the Halloween list. You can choose whatever fits your theme the best. Like if you want to do more like a more fall-like theme, and you think that the farmhouse or the cottage would fit your theme the best, then you can do that. And if you think the haunted hotel or the abandoned manor would be better for you, then you can pick that. So you can choose with the mixed up option whatever you want for your player's home. And 2 builds from Halloween and 2 builds from fall, and merge them together and do both. So I thought that would be fun to kind of just give you the option to do both. Builder's yards, if you decide to mix fall and Halloween and build for both. So if you decide to do fall and Halloween in the mixed up option, you can split up the yards, and some should have a community potluck food item, and some should have a trick or treat area. And also some of them should have a crafted spooky recipe, and a crafted fall recipe. So what is there, like 10 villagers? So 5 and 5. 5 should have the potluck food item, 5 should have the trick-or-treat area, and then 5 should have a spooky recipe, and 5 should have a fall recipe. So you can split it up however you want. It doesn't matter to me as long as they're there and represented, that you collected them and that you represented for each part of the challenge that you have a potluck food item and a trick-or-treat area. So you can split it up, I guess, any way you want to, really, as long as the areas are there. And all the builds are required. So if you choose to do fall and Halloween, you need to have at least 4 builds for the option you choose. So, fall by itself, Halloween by itself, or the mixed up option, at least 4 builds are required for the challenge, and you should include everything in the builds that, like everything in the villagers' yards that are required is required to be done. And your house should be fully decorated. It doesn't have to be all the way upgraded, but it has to be fully decorated for the challenge. So I want to reiterate that, all the spooky and the fall items in the villagers' yard should be there. The trick-or-treat area should be there. The potluck food items should be there. And 4 builds are required for the challenge. So 4 builds in total will be required. Okay, so for the fall and Halloween option, some of you are going to collect fall recipes, some of you are going to do the spooky. For the mixed up recipe rules, you will collect a total of 24 recipes for the mix it up option. The ones you choose are your choice. So I was going to make a list and say, these are the 24, and then I thought about it and I was like, no, I want this to be fun, and I want it to be, not so restrictive. So you can choose the 24, but you have to have 24, not 24 a piece, but 24 in total. So you can do 12 fall, 12 spooky, and that would be 24. You can choose the ones that you want to choose, the ones that best fit your theme. And this is the only fair way I knew to do this. So that's the recipe rules. If you choose to do fall and Halloween together and build that way, you'll collect 24 recipes in total for the mix it up option. That's in total. The ones you choose are your choice, and you can choose what fits your theme the best. Just make sure to collect some of the fall and some of the spooky. So just, like I said, maybe 12 and 12, So it's up to you which ones you choose, because you're going to know what's going to fit your theme the best, as long as some of it is in your villagers' yards and you craft some of it and you collect 24 of them. And you can use the treasure islands for the mixed up recipes also. So, all right, so I want to go back over a few things. Okay, first of all, I want this to be clear that this is 24 in total, not 24 a piece. So you do not have to collect 24 fall and 24 spooky. This is just 12 and 12. So 12 fall, 12 spooky, okay? I don't want anyone to be confused, because I'm trying to do these now where I'm being a little more clear so it's easier for everybody, me and you both, I don't want anyone to be confused. Okay, so just 24 in total, 12 fall, 12 spooky, okay. I want to go back over one more thing. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, so just to be clear again, okay, you can collect your recipes from treasure islands. So if you choose to do fall on its own, Halloween on its own, or you choose to do the mixed up option, you can collect these recipes on treasure islands and learn them. There is no rule against that. I want to be clear, because the last time I did this, I had a lot of confusion, and I don't want you guys to be confused. So you can collect the recipes from treasure islands. So that is allowed. You can also use amiibos for your villagers. So you do not have to villager hunt or do it vanilla unless you choose to, and that is the way you like to do it. So you can do it vanilla, certainly, and if that's what you choose to do, that's awesome. If not, I do not mind at all if you amiibo in your favorite villagers and use them for your challenge. Okay, I think that covers it. So, I want you guys to have a good time with this one. The Last Resort Challenge did really well. I also want to go over one more thing. The Last Resort Challenge is still going on, so no one panic. You still have 30 days to complete it. I just wanted to get this one up early so any people that wanted to do this one and create a fall island would have the opportunity to do it and do it with the challenge if they so decided to. That's why I'm doing it. The Last Resort Challenge is still going on, and I want to talk about prizes here and prizes there. So everyone that does the challenge will get a participation prize. So if you participate in these challenges moving forward, everyone is going to get a participation prize. And you know, everyone does a beautiful job. Your creativity is awesome. I love seeing all these. It's just such a fun time to see everyone getting into these challenges and really having a good time with it. I will also put the rules to the challenge in the description of this video. I am learning as I go here, and I'm trying to do things that I did not do for the Last Resort Challenge because you know, I'm just learning as I go along creating these things. I also like to make the trailers now and the videos. To me, it's a little bit more personal, and we're not in stream and there's not a lot of hectic stuff going on, and I can just talk about it. Okay, if you have any questions, I'm always available in the Discord. There is a challenge trade-in chat in the Discord that you are free to chat in. You can go check these rules out in the Discord also. They will be posted today after I upload the video and get the description made. Here I will release it in the Discord. You can ask me questions in the Discord, but please do not write in the section where the rules are. And I say that because it leaves it free for everyone to look at, and then we don't get it all clogged up. So there is a challenge trade and chat. If you have questions, feel free to chat in there. I try to stay really connected to my Discord so I know what's going on. All right, it's sweater weather, crew. So get your sweaters out, get your spooky vibes going. I cannot wait to see these islands. I am not going to tell you good luck. I am going to tell you to have a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to see what you all come up with. And I will be doing this one too. I just got to finish my Gilligan's Island themed island first, and then I will be joining in with you guys in doing this. You have until end of November, but at the 1st of November, there will be a new challenge out for winter and for winter, Christmas, and Valentine's Day. I'm working on it now. After that, we're going to revisit it and see how everyone feels about the challenges, but we are going to be doing at least winter, Christmas, and Valentine's Day, and I'm working on it right now, I promise you. Okay, you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for being a member. Shout out to the members, to the mods, the subscribers, and the regulars. Thank you guys so much for supporting me in this way. I truly appreciate you guys, and I promise I'll be back from vacation starting tomorrow. Actually, we'll be streaming Stardew Valley, and there'll be a lot more content. I was just on vacation this week and hanging out with my family, so that's why it slowed down a little bit. But we'll be back next week. And we'll be building Gilligan's Island. We'll building Misfit Joy on stream on the members side. I've got some good ideas for that. And we're having a members only scavenger hunt Sunday at 7 p.m. a drive-in theater theme. So I hope you'll join me for that. And with that, I want you to have a fantastic day and have a great time with this challenge. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye-bye.